Well, boys and girls, today we're talking about social and emotional again. I know in the last video I did show you the importance of listening. What does listening look like, right? And so what we want you to do, and I'm trying to find a way that the light doesn't hit it. I want you to find a way for you to improve and do the best that you can to be listening to the teacher or anybody who's talking. Because in this picture, you can remember what is considered to be listening and what does not. I'm not going to go over it again. We also talked about our lighting light or listening light. And we talked about the different colors and what it's considered and where we as a class need to be when we're at circle time. Yes or no? Yes, we're supposed to be in green where it says listen. So if you have a habit of doing the opposite, this is where your teacher is going to correct you. You may not like it, but you have to obey. And it's very hard for children who think that when they come to school, it's their way, and it's not. You're there to learn. You're not there to dictate what needs to be learned, all right? And especially when it comes to social and emotional, because you don't know what that is, and you don't know how to go about it. So this skill about listening is very important. So my next lesson today has to do with ways to care and share. And look at it very carefully. So we have 3 pictures of a boy and a girl in a classroom and also playing in the playground of the school. And we need to learn how to care and how to share. When you care, it means that you'll do anything to make the other person feel happy, feel better, and obviously don't do it again, but always make sure that they are okay. That is like the role that mommy and daddy do to make sure that you are well taken care of. So I'll give you an example. They take care of you, and I mean mommy and daddy. They take care of you because when you go home, mommy cooks and feeds you, or daddy. Right? That's taking care of you. When you need to take all those dirty clothes from school off and take a shower, your dad and your mom make sure you go to the bathroom and you take a bath. That's taking care of you. That when you come out, you not only have a towel, but you have clean clothes that you can wear on to be clean and fresh. That's taking care of you. They can comb your hair. They can brush your hair. They can take you to the barber or to the beauty salon if it's a girl and get your hair cut. If you're a boy, you go to the barber. You make sure, or they make sure, that they cut your nails. Your nails need to be cut, both on your hands and your feet. They're going to make sure that you eat. And they're going to make sure that you are warm so that you don't get sick. That's taking care of you. Taking care of you so that when you go to bed, your bed is cozy and warm, that you have pajamas on, or if you have a girl as a nightgown, and that you are able to sleep very warm during the cold time. Winter, of course. Mommy and daddy can take care of you by making sure that you wake up and you go to school and get you ready to go to school. So a lot goes into ways to care. And in this case, when it comes to school, it's about what you learned from home and bring it to school. Sometimes it's something that comes out of your heart. So, for example, you might make a friend and you decide to play with that friend. You're not going to hit that friend. You're going to try to enjoy your time with that friend. So one of the things that you can do to take care and share is taking turns. Taking turns on the slide when you go to the playground. Taking turns in line. Taking turns when you open the door and hold the door for the other people. You can also ways to care and share. If somebody gets hurt, you are making sure you tell the teacher, or you find somebody to help, or you help them. Another way of taking care and share is about sharing supplies. Now, we are in a pandemic, so this may not apply to you right now because everybody should have a pencil box. Everybody should have pencils and crayons and scissors and glue sticks and glue, rulers. Those things are very important, and a notebook. So if you don't have that, then we have to tell mommy so that she can get it for you, or daddy. But there are times, and we happened to do that in pre-K before the pandemic, we used to take everybody's supply and put it together, and everybody shared their supplies. So let's say you brought a box of crayon and another person bought a box of crayon. We put them out of the box, we put them in little cups, and we put those cups on the table so that you can share those crayons. Okay? You can also share a ruler. You can share maybe some drawing paper that you have not used. But things that you should not share is your food. Because sometimes your food is made from your mom, from their hands, and maybe if you give some of that food to somebody in the class, it might not be good for their tummy and they might get sick. So you need to be careful not to share your food like that. And plus, in this pandemic, we're not even allowed to share the food. Another way to care and share is asking someone to play. And that's this one. I've noticed that when some of you have come to school, you don't share with anybody, you don't talk to anybody, so you're all playing by yourself. Until somebody comes over and says, do you want to play? And probably you'll say yes, and then that becomes your so-called friend, and you start playing with them. When you are asking someone to play with, you cannot tell them, you're going to play with me. You can't say that. You can say, do you want to play with me? I just want to play this game. Do you want to play with this game with me? That questioning most likely will be a yes. Now, if you go over and try to scold them, and that means this, I want you to go and play with me. And if you don't play with me, I'm going to make you. You cannot do that. That's not the way to care and share a game. The same thing is that when you're playing a game, you need to learn how to take turns. And if you don't win, don't get upset. It's a game. In life, and not just in a game, in life, you have to take two bags. One to win and one to lose. Does everybody like to lose? Most certainly no. But if you're playing a game, you should be aware that somebody is going to win the game and somebody's going to lose the game. So there are ways to care and share. If you both want to win, find a game where you both have fun, that nobody has to lose. Example, you can have somebody play freeze tag or tag. Everybody gets a chance to be frozen and everybody gets a chance to get tagged. So it's a constant circle game of you having fun tagging each other. You don't have to find who's the winner of tag because there is no winner in tag. Who's the winner in freeze tag? There's no winner in freeze tag. As a matter of fact, some people love being the one that's tagged to be frozen because once they get unfrozen or they're tagged 3 times, they want to be the one to be tagging others. That's called fun. That's not a loser. That's fun. So boys and girls, as you start growing and becoming better, you need to learn and need to remember that there are ways to care and share. Because smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.